Hello, everybody. Welcome to a smart grasp, explore, and win. Greetings for the day. Let's get started with today's topic.
Chapter 2 Polynomials Exercise 2.1 First sum. Which of the following expressions are polynomial in one variable and which are not? So they have given certain set of expressions and they are asking us whether which of those expressions belong to polynomial and which don't belong to. And also they have asked reasons for our answer. First subdivision 4x square minus 3x plus 7. So in the given expression, we can see only one variable, that is x. Therefore, it is a polynomial. Therefore, it is a polynomial with one variable x. Because in the given expression, we don't find any other variable like y or z or any other alphabets. Moving on to the second subdivision. First, let's look into the expression to confirm whether it is a polynomial or not. We already know that the degree of the expression matters for a polynomial. That is, the degree of any expression should be a whole number in order to be a polynomial. So on looking into the first subdivision, the degree of the expression is 2 because the highest power in the expression is the degree of that particular expression. So in the first term, we have square. However, in the second term, we have minus 3x, that is the power of x is just 1, and the third term is a constant term. There is no variable, which means the power is 0. Hence, on comparing the powers of different terms in this expression, we can conclude the highest power is 2, that is, degree of this expression is 2. 2 is a whole number. Hence, the first one is a polynomial. Same ways, on thinking about the second subdivision, we have only one variable which is y. Therefore, it is a polynomial with one variable y because we don't find any other variable present in that particular expression. Also, the degree of the expression is 2, which is a whole number. Third subdivision, we have square root of t. The variable in the expression is t. In the first term, we have square root of t, meaning t to the power of 1 by 2, that is t to the power of half. In the second term, we have t power 1, the power is 1. However, we already know that we are not supposed to have powers in fraction. That is, square root of t is t power half. For any polynomial, we will not have the powers in fraction. We will have the powers only in whole number. Therefore, it is not a polynomial. This is not at all a polynomial since the power is in fraction. Also, we are supposed to write the reason. Therefore, it is not a polynomial as power of t in square root of t is not a whole number because 1 by 2 is not a whole number. Moving on to the fourth subdivision, first term is y power 1, which is acceptable. In the second term, we have 2 by y. When you find the power of y which is in denominator, we will have negative power. That is, 2 by y is 2 into 1 by y. We have the y in denominator, that is y power 1. When you bring this y to the numerator, the power negates, that is the power 1 becomes minus 1, which is equal to 2y to the power minus 1. Since we have a negative power, the given expression is not a polynomial, which implies it is not a polynomial as power of y in 2 by y is minus 1 because minus 1 is not a whole number, therefore the given expression is not a polynomial. Moving to the last subdivision, we have three different terms with t different variables and all the powers were positive powers, that is all the powers are whole numbers. Therefore, the given expression is a polynomial. But the question is whether the polynomials are in one variable. So on that note, it is not a polynomial in one variable because we have x, y and t, three different variables. Therefore, it is not a polynomial in one variable, but it is a polynomial in three variables. Now moving on to the second sum. Write the coefficients of x square in each of the following. We are supposed to write the coefficient of x square term alone in every subdivision. So in the first subdivision, we have 2 plus x square plus x. We are supposed to focus only the x square terms. So in the x square term, we have the coefficient of x square is 1 because no number is present next to x square. Therefore, it is understood that 1 is present because 1 into x square is x square. Number next to x square is 1. Second subdivision, coefficient of x square is minus 1 because in this term minus x square is present. So the number that is present along with the x square is minus 1. Minus 1 into x square is minus x square. Therefore, the coefficient is minus 1. We already know that coefficient is nothing but of the number and the signs that come along with the variable. Third subdivision, the coefficient of x square is pi by 2 because pi by 2 comes along with the variable x square. Fourth subdivision, there is no x square term at all. Therefore, x square term is not present. Hence, no coefficient. Moving on to the third sum. Give one example each of a binomial of degree 35. So we are supposed to give an example for a binomial. We know that binomial means two terms with degree 35. So the highest power of that binomial should be 35. And of a monomial of degree 100. We are supposed to give a monomial, that is only one term with degree 100. The highest degree should be 100. Now we will write the example of a binomial first. Binomial of degree 35 is, you're supposed to write two terms. So let's take any variable. For example, x power 35 plus any constant, say 5. Second example, we can take the variable as y. So y power 35. The second term we can have any constant. So we will write minus 10. The second example, monomial of degree 100. Only one term that should have the power 100. Monomial of degree 100, x power 100 or 5y power 100 or any example we can write. Minus 3z power 100. Any one term with the power 100 is acceptable. They have asked only one example in each category. I have just discussed here two examples, so we can choose any one or any other different examples also. Now let's discuss the last sum. Now let's discuss the fourth sum. Write the degree of each of the following polynomials. We are supposed to write the degree of every expression. In the first subdivision, we have 5x cubed plus 4x square plus 7x. On observing, the highest power is present in the first term, that is power 3. Hence, the degree is always the highest power of the given expression. Therefore, degree is 3. As x power 3 is the highest power. Moving on to the second subdivision, we have the variable y and the power is 2. We don't have any other variable to compare. Therefore, degree is 2. Degree is 2 as y square is the highest power. Third subdivision, The variable we have is t. The power of the variable is 1. We don't have any other variable to compare. Therefore, the degree is 1. Therefore, degree is 1 as t power 1 is the highest power. Last subdivision 3. Here we don't have any variable. Therefore, the degree is 0. Here, it implicitly means the variable is present with the degree 0. That is, we can assume like 3 into x power 0 or 3 into y power 0. We know that any variable power 0 is 1. So 3 into 1 is 3. Again 3 into 1 is 3. Instead of x power 0 or y power 0, we can substitute the value of 1. Hence the answer is 3. So we can just assume any variable is present there with the power 0. Since no variable is there, the power is 0. It is implicitly understood that any variable is there with the power of 0. Now moving on to the last sum. Classify the following as linear, quadratic and cubic polynomials. We are supposed to classify the given set of polynomials into these different categories. The first one, x square plus x. The degree of the given expression is 2 because the highest power in the given expression is 2. Since the degree is 2, it is a quadratic polynomial. In the second subdivision, the degree of the given expression is 3 because the highest power in the given expression is 3. It is a cubic polynomial. Now moving on to the third one, the degree is again 2 because the highest power in the given expression is 2. Since the degree is 2, it is a quadratic polynomial. In the fourth subdivision, the degree is 1 because x power 1 is present. As the degree is 1, it is a linear polynomial. In the fifth subdivision also the degree is 1. Therefore, it is also a linear polynomial. In the sixth subdivision, the degree is 2. Therefore, it is a quadratic polynomial. In the last subdivision, the degree is 3. Therefore, it is a cubic polynomial. With this, we have completed this exercise.
Thank you all for watching Smart. Grasp, explore, and win. Stay tuned for more videos.